Hello, I'm Father James Kubicki, and today is known as Columbus Day, a federal holiday since 1970, though it was celebrated with great fanfare in New York City as early as 1792, the 300th anniversary of Christopher Columbus landing in the New World. It's a pretty ambiguous holiday, you know. In many Latino cultures and places, it's known as Dia de la Raza, the Day of the Race, referring to the Hispanic race. And yet, Christopher Columbus was Italian, not Spanish, though his voyage was sponsored by the Spanish government at the time. And you can't really say that Columbus discovered America, because there were plenty of people already living here when he landed. He just discovered it for the Europeans, though there's some dispute about that as well. Some say that Scandinavian Vikings explored North America long before Columbus landed here in 1492. And his arrival, though it opened up a whole new world to immigrants from Europe, brought an end to a centuries-old way of life for the native or indigenous people who were already here. It's for this reason that in South Dakota, a state with a high percentage of Native Americans, today is celebrated as Native American Day. What are we to make of all this? Is this a day of celebration for all, or a day of mourning for many? I have to admit that I don't have an answer, except to say that all of this ambiguity is one of the signs of our times. We live in a very polarized world where it seems that there's almost an unwritten law that in order to get ahead, you have to do so at the expense of some other people. That's not God's way, though. Jesus said that the first must be as the last, and that the ruler of all must be the servant of all. Let's pray with that in mind, asking God to help us work for what unites us rather than for what divides.